Hey everyone, it's Jessica, and it has been a hot minute since I have filmed an update for this channel. I apologize, life has been insane as it usually is, and yes, I've chopped my hair. I did my infusion at the end of June, and then I promptly forgot to make any updates. I'm gonna try to remember everything that's happened since then, but it's been a while. So I had my infusion, like I said, and I noticed it about 3.5 weeks after my infusion. I started having pain in my lower back, in my SI joints. Again, SI joints are your pelvic joints. Those are like big problem areas, along with my neck and my upper back. Like, my whole back sucks, but yeah, my lower back, SI joints, and then like my neck, those are the biggest problem areas. I noticed, especially in my SI joints and my lower lumbar, that yeah, the pain was starting to come back, though not as strong as before I ever started infusions. We aren't at that level yet, but definitely definitely don't think that the infusions are working as well as they used to, but I was having them more frequently, so I will be discussing that with my rheumatologist coming up on the 25th of August. So we'll see what he has to say. I did start aquatherapy, which is kind of cool. I wasn't sure what to expect. I just did my second session today, and I actually kind of like it. We do we do like a workout in the pool, and it's not like a regular pool. If you've never done aquatherapy, it is a significantly smaller pool, and like there's no getting down in the water. You don't get your face in the water. It's like 95 degrees in the water, and yeah, it is strictly just for exercising, and it's different working out in a pool. I do kind of like it though. The buoyancy takes like the gravity off of my spine, so I can actually do squats and stuff that I would never be able to do in the pool, which is kind of neat. And then I did they called it like electrode therapy, but it's like a TENS machine, if you're familiar with those, where they hook up these electrodes and it gives you like electrical pulses. And that was different today, so I did that today, and I would like to say that it like cured everything, but of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. So yeah, I am about the same as I was last time I updated. Nothing super exciting as far as my health. I'm sure there is some things that I will have forgotten, because that's just the nature of the beast when you don't post for a long time. But my gastritis has improved significantly. I got off the PPI and it's the proton pump inhibitor. I did not like coming off of that because I felt like I was being choked, because I would get the reflux, which I've never had acid reflux. I've never had issues with that at all, but apparently you get a rebound effect. And so when I came off of it, after about like the third day, when it was fully out of my system, my body hated that. So I started getting more acid production, which is apparently typical, and it like had my system all messed up. And I guess I was starting to get reflux, and my throat would like close. I'm assuming to try to keep that acid down. And yeah, like I still don't feel quite right in my throat, but significantly improved. So apparently, if you ease off of it as opposed to just stopping it cold turkey, it's not quite as bad. But I wasn't told to ease off of it, so you know, you live and you learn. So I did some research, and I took a different type of an acid reducer that worked different. It was like a different class or whatever, just over the counter, so it was a lower dose. That did help a little bit. I only took 2 doses of it, and it it definitely helped a little bit with, the rebound effect. So if you're ever taking a PPI or a proton pump inhibitor and you need to come off of it, take your time, wean off of it, go to like every other day, then every third day or whatever. We'll talk to your doctor, of course. I'm not giving you medical advice because, disclaimer, you can't do that. But yeah, just don't rush things. It's better for you not to. I learned the hard way. I learned from my mistakes. What else is going on? My boys are doing therapy. I know this is supposed to be more about me, but both of my boys are doing therapy and they're doing well. Let's see what else is going on. Summer's gorgeous. My garden's looking gorgeous. My life is chaos. Anything else exciting going on? I'm sure there is. For the life of me, I can't think of what it is. I really need to get out to my garden and take pictures of you. Take pictures of you? No, take pictures for you of everything that's going on in my garden. I finally have my first tromboncino, zucchetta, that has been pollinated because everything was kind of late this year. But yeah, I'm excited about that. If you don't know what it is, it's a different variety of zucchini it's an Italian zucchini, and it is a different genus than your standard variety of zucchini. These things get massive, like baseball bat sized, huge, and sometimes they will curl around, which is why they get like tromboncino, I guess, is like trombone. I don't know if that's the exact translation, but that's like the implication is that it's shaped like a trombone, and these things get huge. And if you're into like fruits and veggies and stuff like that, they kind of taste like a zucchini when you pick them green and young, but they're a little bit more firm than your standard zucchini. But if you let them get full grown and completely ripen, where you hearing Greta? They get like almost a beige color. They like overwinter like a typical winter squash, and they taste a lot like a butternut squash. It's kind of cool because I can plant one variety and I can get both a summer and a winter squash. That's kind of cool. So if you're into gardening and stuff like that, highly, highly recommend checking out the tromboncino. Or if you can't find tromboncino, rampicante they're like very, very similar, and they're the same genus. So yeah, if you're a gardener, I highly recommend checking those out. What else? I feel like it's been 100 years and I haven't haven't updated. Like, I've been journaling. Does anybody else journal? Is it just me? I don't have my phone back here. I think I left it out in the kitchen. But my friend Dana told me that if you have an Apple iPhone, that there's this app, and other phones like Androids might have it as well. I don't know. I have an iPhone, but there is an app called Journal, and you can literally journal on that every single day. And yeah, I'm loving that. I'm sure there's tons of things on there that I probably should remember and reference, but I don't have it in front of me. I've been visiting my dad a lot. He's about an hour away, and unfortunately, my stepmother's not doing as well as I would like for her to be doing. Her health is not doing great. She just turned 80 this year, and 3 days after she turned 80, my dad turned 85. Yeah. Getting up there in age, but he's doing well. She's not doing as well, and she has recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's, which sucks. And so I've been visiting them. I try to visit them every weekend now, and taking the kids up to see them, and we've been going swimming. Yeah, so we've been doing that, and my screen just went blank, so the light changed completely there, so I apologize for that. So yeah, we've just been busy with life. I think next week I probably will be starting homeschooling again for my boys. well, and my daughter too, but she's always learning. Even when it's not school time, she always is learning. But I have to get my boys eased back into it. That's, that's how they are. They don't want to do school, but I don't blame them. But we try to make it as fun as possible. But there's only so much fun you can have with like math and stuff like that. It's not my strong suit, but we manage. I feel like I said, I feel like I'm missing things, and I just don't know what I'm missing. I'm just kind of doing my thing, going to therapy, physical therapy, aqua therapy, not like therapy. Like, I could probably use it, probably wouldn't hurt, but that's not what I'm working on right now. And I do have my infusion coming up soon. Can't think if I've had any other doctor's appointments. I don't think I've had any, but my kids have recently had their doctor's appointments, and I don't remember if I mentioned this in a previous update, but I was concerned that my daughter might end up with H. pylori because she was constantly like taking my water bottle and drinking and stuff like that. And H. pylori is highly contagious, especially if you share food or drinks or anything like that. We had her tested because she periodically will have stomach pains or digestive upset, but she's a kid, so she tested negative, so that is a good thing. And she's the only one I really worried about because my boys, they don't really share a whole lot on rare occasions, but if anyone was going to get it, it would be my daughter because she is my mini-me. There's my dog Tur, and yeah, she does not share my water because ew, that would be schnasty. Anything else exciting here? We've had stupid weather. It's either insanely hot or thunderstorms. Typical for this area. Like, we've had some insane amounts of thunderstorms here, a lot of flooding. No tornadoes recently, which is good, but yeah, we are prone to, what is this? We are prone to some crazy weather in the summers. It's usually extreme. That is just the way it is here on the East Coast. I guess that is everything. My throat is dry. I still need to get into the kitchen and show you what I've been eating recently. I've been eating a lot more, but I need to get a little more strict because I've kind of been a little lax in things that I've been eating, and I need to stop that because my inflammation in my body, not just my joints, but like my muscles and stuff like that. Oh, see, I knew if I was talking, I would remember things. So not today, but a few days ago when I did my first aqua therapy, of course I did a consultation in the beginning before they tossed me in a pool. Not literally tossed me, but So I had a little session with the head physical therapist. He actually owns the practice, and we were talking about my ankylosing spondylitis. Turns out his daughter has ankylosing spondylitis. She's 28, and with his help, and she is on, I think he said Humira. She is on Humira, and she changed her diet and a whole bunch of other things, that she is not in remission because that's not really a thing with ankylosing, but like in the best shape of her life and has a lot of her flexibility and stuff back. Well, when he was doing like the test where he would press on parts of my spine, my muscles and stuff like that, he said that I have an insane amount of knots in my muscles, and my fascia is extremely rigid. And I'm like, what the heck is a fascia? Because I had no clue. Well, apparently it is the connective tissue between your muscles, and that's when I remembered that I forgot to put on my paperwork that I have mixed connective tissue disease. And so apparently that's what that means. I never understood what mixed connective tissue disease really meant until he started talking about my very rigid fascia. So apparently that's a thing, and that is one of the things that they were working on with the little electrode things today, the TENS machine, to help loosen up some of the knots. and block pain receptors. I didn't know that was a thing with these electrical pulses, and help loosen up my muscles and my fascia. So that's what we're working on. It's interesting. I did look that up online, and there's apparently like stretches that you can do and some things that you can do at home that I've been trying to do for the last few days since, like, I'm filming this on Friday and my first session was on Tuesday. It's obviously not going up on Friday, but so yeah, it's only been a few days, and I've been learning to find the spots like from behind my ear that go all the way down on both sides because I have like severe neck pains. And like, you just take your fingers and you press. You don't have to rub or anything, you just press. Not till it's painful, but just to, it like pushes and helps release some of those knots. I've been doing it for 3 days straight. I've been using a tennis ball and like over there where it's not closet but it's actual wall, and putting a tennis ball behind, like between my shoulder blades, and just finding the right spot to where it's hitting one of those like tight knots, and I just lean into it so it's just pushing, like almost as if someone's using their knuckles to press into it. And I have noticed that my back, like my upper back, is not quite as tight. It's still painful as heck, but yeah, I feel like things are loosening up. So that is awesome. I'm going to continue doing that. I can only do so much because with my fibromyalgia, if I do it for too long or if I press too hard, I will feel bruised, and I don't want to like alleviate one problem only to cause another. So we're taking it slow and steady, and yeah, so I am finding things to work on here at my home that, you know, I can do in between sessions, because I am learning that I need to advocate for myself, and sometimes I just need to do for myself. And that is one thing that is really working for me. So if you got tight muscles, highly recommend you check out some YouTube videos about like myofascial massage. I can't say it, but something along those lines, like myofascial massage or pressure and that kind of stuff. Yeah, some interesting things that you can do. Like apparently, like you can put. I'm pointing down, and you're like, "What the heck are you talking about, Jess?" Like my tennis ball that I use on my back, I can put it on the floor, like when I'm sitting at my desk doing whatever, and I can do those pressure spots on my feet just by rolling the tennis ball on my bare feet, like putting like this, and it's working on your foot, but it doesn't just correspond to your foot. Like you could work on your foot, but it might relieve something in your neck or your back, or you know, it could relieve like some sciatic pressure. It's all interconnected, which is kind of crazy pants to me, but apparently it's a thing. I didn't know. I want to research some more on it. If you guys know anything about it, Kindle's charging. If you guys know anything about it, let me know down in the comments, because I am just starting to scratch the surface of learning about this. And, you know, I have some very, very knowledgeable people, very knowledgeable people that watch and comment. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you watching and commenting and all of this stuff. I'm learning a lot from you guys. And yeah, if you know anything about that kind of stuff, please let me know, because I would like to work some more and make some more progress. And if there's something that I can share for other people, I would love to do that as well, because we're kind of all in this together. And, you know, maybe something that you guys know you can teach me, or something that I know I can teach you guys, and maybe we can all start feeling a little bit better. Maybe even Greta can feel a little bit better. But I think that is everything. I feel like I've babbled on forever and probably haven't said a whole lot, but yeah, it's been a strange month plus. So, well, I'm going to try to be better about this. It's just summertime is, it should not be as busy as it is, but of course it's busy, and you know, I think we all have a lot going on. I would like to say that I'm summering hard, but You know, I'm just constantly busy, and there goes my screen again, going dark. There it goes, bright. Right, that's what we want. Just as I'm getting ready to wrap this up, but yeah, you got any comments, cares, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, please let me know down below, and I will attempt to get out in my garden and take some pictures of the garden and what's growing. And like I said, it is probably about a month and a half to 2 months behind where it should be this time of year, just because I didn't have soil when I was supposed to have soil. So yeah, all the planting went in late, but better late than never. Some things I just couldn't grow in my garden this year because, you know, it was too late. But I am growing what I can, and I'm going to enjoy whatever I get. So I might take you along for the journey out there. It's kind of a hot mess, but we'll go check it out one of these days. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to know about. I know like meal planning, meal prepping, all that kind of stuff. Sounds like she's whistling when she's breathing. Look at that. Lady, it's a family channel. She did this on my other channel too. She's indecent. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for hanging out with me a little bit today. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next time.